spring. There are roses and flowers everywhere.
Gorgeous. I love roses.
Oh, they smell
so beautiful. Mine are not blooming yet, but they're about ready. Hello, my friend.
Hello. How are you?
Hello, everybody. I'm good. I'm good. It's a beautiful sunny day here in New Mexico.
It was a gorgeous day, and the spring is definitely in the air. The robins are out.
Oh, I cannot tell you. We had to go to Lowe's, our home away from home, and the line to get in the parking lot today. And then I had the misfortune of having to go to Trader Joe's to pick up one item.
Okay,
and every single line was backed down the aisles. And I was like, I don't know, should I stay or should I go? And I walked the whole thing and I found a relatively short line. And the guy he stops me as I'm looking at the line. He goes, do you just have one thing? I said, yes. And I have cash. And he goes, just get ahead of me. And I went, thank you. So then the guy in front of him goes, you have one thing? Oh, get in front of me. And I was in and out of there in 2 seconds. It was so awesome.
Wow. Okay. That really says something because that never happens to me.
Oh, bless the gods. Thank you. Yeah, it was really, it was a gift. I said to the guy, he said, I'm surprised you didn't just leave. And I said, well, I was debating it, but I'd have to drive somewhere else, park the car, hope that they weren't busy. So I might as well just stay here.
And you're like, I have a show to do tonight. Okay.
I need this mascarpone.
You got to get to, wardrobe and hair and makeup.
Yeah, that happened.
Not yet.
Here we are once again in black shirts.
It happens every time. We don't plan this, everybody. We do not plan this at all.
It just happens. It's bizarre.
We never do.
So I'm having we have a chiropractic vet that we adore. Her name is Sherry Gaber, and she comes in every 6 or 8 weeks from LA. Well, she did until COVID, but this is the first time we've been able to see her in over a year. So I'm making dinner for her, and she's gluten-free. So that's why I'm making the mango mousse.
I'm so excited that you're making something with mango. I adore mangoes. It's mango season right now.
Golden mangoes I got.
Yum.
Oh, they're gorgeous.
So good.
Now, I have a friend from El Salvador, and she always said that there's lots of varieties of mangoes. Yeah. And that you can actually eat the skin like an apple on some mangoes.
Really? Okay, I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
Is that one of them? That you can
and I don't know. I don't eat the skin, but I am going to show you how to cut one in case you don't know.
Well, show us because I'm sure there's some tricks to this. It's a
there are. Okay, so here's the mango.
Okay,
and it's sort of flattish. So this is where the seed, that flat seed is inside.
Right.
So I'm going to cut along the seed. I do not have my husband as the camera person tonight, so I have to show you. Cut along the seed on both sides.
Okay.
And have a sharp knife.
Okay.
And you just sort of drag your knife along where you think the seed is. It's not really hard to find it. And you end up with a piece like this.
Right.
Like a little boat. Then I take the tip of my sharp knife and I score the mango. And I'll show you, but don't go through the skin.
Don't cut yourself.
Cut down, but don't go through the skin. Cut to the skin. And then watch this. I cut cubes. Voila.
Flip it out. Yeah.
And then you drag your knife along the skin and out pops cubes.
Okay, that's genius. If you don't know this trick, it's genius.
So here's the other thing. You can freeze mango.
Okay, so I did not.
Of course I know that.
Of course you do. I did not know.
Of course I do, Freezer Queen. And so if you wanted to cut, your mango into cubes, like as I am doing, you can put the cubes in the freezer and use them for smoothies.
Perfect.
What? La 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 la.
That's super cool. Look
So
how
cool.
easy it is.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you don't waste the fruit, because
No.
I have done it wrong many times in the past.
Yes.
And you really waste it if you do it the wrong
way. Yeah. This is such a cool way to do it. So then I have all of these mango cubes in my blender, and I'm going to probably use, I think it's going to be, for me, it's going to end up being 3 mangoes.
Okay.
But, mangoes, as in all fruit, comes in different sizes. So I'm going to start with 2 cups of fruit. Now, here's the other thing. Just in case you're doing what we're doing, we are involved in a squirrel relocation program.
Those squirrels were from Jersey.
They were in our garden freaking digging everything up. So apparently they like mango seeds. So this lovely little baby will be a trap.
Going in the trap.
It's going in the trap.
Wow. Wow.
All right, so that is about 2 cups of cubed mango. So while that's sitting in the blender, I'm going to do this.
I'm so excited. Blender desserts are the best. So easy. So easy.
All right, I'm taking half of a lime, and I'm going to use my squeezy, and I'm going to squeeze it into a measuring cup.
Okay.
I don't know how much it is, but it's half a lime. Half of a pretty good size.
Hopefully you have a juicy one, because sometimes they're not as juicy.
Yeah, no, that's pretty juicy. All right, so then I'm going to do a teaspoon and a half of gelatin that I sprinkled on top of the lime juice. And I'm just going to let it sit for about a minute. I'm using gelatin. Not everybody uses gelatin in their mango mousse, but I am going to be using honey as a sweetener, and I'm using also mascarpone. So if you don't use the gelatin, it just is a little not as thick,
Yeah, and it also could get melty as it gets warm when you're serving it. So
yeah,
to stay, sort of firm.
Yeah, so that it just helps it set up a little bit.
Yeah.
So this is 1/3 of a cup of honey. This gorgeous honey that my friend Trisha Strout, if you're there, she usually watches, brought me this beautiful jar of New Mexico honey.
Oh my God, I love fruity desserts with honey. That's the best.
Oh, it's so good. All right, so when you're blending the mango, you might need the liquid. Okay. So that's why I chose to use honey. You could add a little water. I don't know. You could add lime juice. But that's what I did. I'm going to blend this now.
Okay.
I think.
It always doesn't work on the show.
It's working!
Yay! Is it blending?
Okay, it looks beautiful. Okay, so that is mango puree in there. So mango delicious.
Puree with honey and lime.
Yes.
Okay.
So now I'm going to add 4 tablespoons of hot water to my gelatin.
Okay. Yeah. Someone's watching. I'm just saying hi. Hi there. Hi. Hand emoji.
Hi. And I'm going to stir up my gelatin to make sure the gelatin dissolves and it's not like in chunks. You want to make sure that's all mixing up. So it's in my cup and I'm mixing it up till the gelatin dissolves.
Was it 1 packet of gelatin, or?
No, it's a teaspoon and a half.
Okay, teaspoon and a half. How
Yeah.
did you decide that that was the amount?
Because that's how much I thought I would need.
And going with your gut. Going with your gut. Okay.
It's my dessert, and that's what I'm doing. So it's nice and dissolved. I'm gonna let that sit for a few minutes. And I already made the whipped cream. I'm gonna go get it. I'll be right back.
Okay. I recently made Jell-O because
yeah, you told me that.
I had a teenager that had his wisdom teeth out, and it was fun. And I think I will make it on the show. It's so fun to make homemade Jell-O. It was delicious.
All right, this is what I stood in line for today, everyone. And that people let me go ahead. Mascarpone.
Mascarpone, and it was worth it.
Yes, it's going to be worth it. So I have an 8-ounce container. You know, Trader Joe's is the least expensive place to get it. So that's why I went there in the first place. I mean, I would have paid twice that much at Whole Foods.
Oh, yeah.
So, okay, so mascarpone is in there, in with my puree. Now, I made the whipped cream earlier today. I'll tell you about that in 1 second. After I mix it.
You're going to make such a beautiful color.
Okay, so I made the whipped cream with my ginger sugar.
Ooh, I love that ginger sugar.
I know. So if you don't have the ginger sugar, which you always should have on hand, you could add ginger to your whipped cream and just a little bit of sugar.
That's going to be so good. And everybody, maybe we should make it again. Or we'll just post I could post the recipe. Oh.
Yeah.
The rerun. This is so good.
It is so amazing, the ginger sugar. So this is like a beautiful thick puree.
Yummy. I want to eat that right now.
And now I have my whipped cream. It's whipped pretty hard.
How much whipped cream?
A cup and a half of whipping cream.
Okay.
And now I'm going to, here's the gelatin.
And it dissolved.
It's all dissolved.
Okay.
I probably should, maybe, well, I'll pour it in here because I'm going to move everything together. Yeah, I just put it in with the whipped cream, and I'm going to fold in the mango puree. First, I'm going to taste it.
Taste it.
It's delicious.
So good, I bet.
Okay, so the flavor profiles here are lime and ginger.
And mango.
And the mango. And honey. And honey. And I'm just going to sort of fold it all in to the whipped cream, the puree. And this is going to have to set up for a little while in the refrigerator. You know, that's how it's going to get a little thick as the gelatin.
Put it in some fancy glasses?
Yes, I'm going to layer it with blueberries. And then I'm going to top it with chopped pistachio. Now, if I had thought about this earlier, I would have made a pistachio bark with white chocolate, but I didn't. So, but you could.
For those of people watching, Debrianna is famous for her pistachio bark, which she uses in her panna cotta.
Yes.
And that would have been a great addition, but I'm sure it's going to be delicious as it is.
Yes, but as it is, it will be beautiful. And I'll just have chopped pistachios on the top.
Does everyone comprehend how easy this is? This isn't, and it will be a divine dessert. So say you were having a date night. Just say you were. It would be such a nice, elegant, romantic dessert to have for two.
Yes.
Neither of us is going on a date night tonight.
No.
I went on
my anniversary's coming.
There you go.
15 years.
When is it?
June 3rd.
How many years?
15.
15 years. That is
I can't
amazing.
believe it.
That's amazing.
I don't know where I do not know where the time went.
That's incredible.
I don't. It did.
I went on a simple date night last night, and I thought that was great. It was at the top of La Fonda. They have opened up
nice
bar area, and you can get amazing snacks like charcuterie, and you can. Sunset was spectacular last night, and it was very romantic.
Was David Manzanares playing?
He wasn't on the top of the roof, but it was super romantic, and everybody took a picture of the sunset, and it was gorgeous.
Hey, I'm gonna taste. Oh,
amazing!
That is so good.
Yes, that sounds good.
Yes. So I have my beautiful fresh blueberries.
I'm
gonna layer it in a glass like this.
Beautiful.
And I'm not going to put the pistachios on now. I'm just going to put this in the refrigerator to set up. And because I don't want the pistachios to get soggy. So right before I serve it, I will put crushed pistachios on.
So are you going to have the mango set, then put the blueberries on so they don't sink, or do you want them to sink?
Well, you know, you could do it either way. I am going to do it now, because I do have to make dinner.
Okay. So whoever's coming over, the chiropractor lady, you're just going to get it that way. It's going to be good.
That's how you're getting it. But it'll be pretty, and I'll take a picture.
Yay! Oh, that sounds so delicious. I was just thinking back to when we made the trifle for the cookbook and how crazy that was with the blueberries and not sinking in the whipped cream, and, you know.
Yes.
Yay.
That was a different life.
I know. When was that?
I don't know. Every time is just, I don't know what happened to it.
It's going by quickly, but you know.
My whole life has gone by quickly. It seems like.
One day,
some days it feels really slow,
and
other days, whoosh, like, what happened? I was writing to my really good friend who was my maid of honor at my wedding, because she just had a birthday. And I'm like, I don't know how it got to be 15 years. Like, what happened? Now my sister's kids are, like, they have their own homes. What?
One day you wake up and you've got perimenopause, okay? Yeah.
And whose idea was that? Where's the complaint department? When I was studying with Alan Arkin, he's such a great teacher. He used to do this exercise called acting exercise called the complaint department, and one person would be the complaint department, and everybody had to go up and just give their complaint.
I love that.
It could be anything, and the job of the person who was the complaint department was to have no reaction no matter what was said. And it was usually hilarious.
I love that. That's hysterical. That's fun.
It was.
Someone's asking, how is the cookbook going? Well, it's going.
It's going. We're editing, and it's going. And so hopefully we'll have a little news next week.
Yes, it takes time. We turned in 450 pages. It's not like it, you know. When we put it back, it takes them like a month or two to just get through what we put back, and then we get it back again. And so, but it's a relief to know that all the photos are done, and you know, we're feeling really good about it. And Debrianna finished the aprons for the
I did. I got
of the fundraiser, and so those are going to go out this week. And it's, you know,
I got the labels all sewn in. I had to sew them in by hand because they came after the fact. So, okay, so look, mousse,
blueberries,
good. Little more mousse. And that's it. And it's going to go in the fridge.
You see how easy this is?
Yeah.
It's
There we go.
yum.
Yeah. Okay, people. Have a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. People in New Mexico, June 1st is a voting day. We are voting for Deb Haaland's replacement. So let's get on it. Don't forget to vote.
Don't forget to vote. Don't forget to stop and smell the roses.
No, you must stop and smell the roses. Here, I'll just, because I will, just put up our text. These are things that we still... Did I miss the alcohol? No, we didn't do alcohol. Lisa refused to drink. Damn her.
Listen, we have a special thing we're going to do with some chocolate that's coming up.
Yeah, next week we have a nice chocolate.
We're going to do it next week. We wanted to just explore a date night possibility, and Debrianna was having a dinner party, and I have to go walk my dogs.
Okay,
so I can't.
So don't forget. All right,
I can't be drunk walking. I can't be drunk walking with the dogs. It's irresponsible.
Anyway, have a great weekend, you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us, and we'll see you next week.
Take care. Hug someone over the weekend.
Yeah, hug someone. Wear the mask. Get vaccinated if you haven't.
If you can hug.
Yeah, if you're traveling, please don't punch the stewardess.
It's been so long.